Okay, so we've got these two swings here now. Right hand one's your before, left hand one is now your after. We've taken a little bit of tweak with your grip. Now you can't see your left thumb there because obviously your right hand is covering that, but just thumb and forefinger together, not the kind of cricketing style sort of grip where your hands are kind of this way. Those thumb and forefinger be together, just supports that club at the top of the backswing a little bit easier, okay? This right hand one, like I say, is your before. Took the golf club back. Not bad with your arms and chest there, but your hip movement is minimal. Your belt buckle's still kind of pointing back towards the camera. And then from there, now there's a bit of a sort of rise up as you go back. Now as you come back to the golf ball, but you haven't really twisted, your weight comes back onto this right side. There's just about the impact there, and your head and your hands now back behind the golf ball. Looking to almost try to hit it on the onside, because you know your ball's generally going to fade to the right. You go, okay, I'll try and hit it left by leaning back and pulling it. So your weight is on your back foot. Club whips over your shoulder now. Like I say, there's much.
I mean, that's how bendy the club
Surprised how much. Yeah, I mean, actually, where he goes a little bit. Where was it? There's a couple of things there, but it's had a real good bit of curve on that. There's a lot. I mean, I'm surprised you've got a dodgy left shoulder. You're whacking as hard as dodgy fair. So be wearing sort of shoulder pads up there if you're not careful. But yeah, more weight on that left side is what we're looking for, and more hip turn in the backswing as you go back. So this is a practice swing. Okay, you can see your belt buckle moving there now. It gives you a longer swing.
Yeah.
More power's being created, and now the shift we can see onto that left side. So there's kind of impact. Your right knee is moving in, and when you finish there, we're up on that left side. Now the right foot there's kind of creasing on the toe. It's not on the toes, like sort of almost like ballet-like, I suppose, but at least we're moving now onto that left side a lot more. And that's with your practice swing. Again, you can do that if you want to, nice and so, sort of swing the top and pause and feel that movement, and then just do this sometimes, just bump and feel that left movement go into the hips there towards that left foot. You can do the dragging drill where the club starts and scrape it across the ground before you play a shot. So there's lots of things you can do before you come to that golf ball in that 1.5 seconds of hitting it to help improve that shot. So it's practicing and preparing for the shot. Then when you step to the golf ball, having done a few of these swings where you feel comfortable, okay, so you're sort of moving that foot. So you see your foot's kind of pivoting rather than rolling in and out, which is why when you finish the swing, it's a bit more on the creased toe there. It's kind of more that way, but it should be more up on his toe. But that'll take a bit of practice. That drill we said, like brush your teeth, stand there, just roll the feet in, just so it becomes more second nature. At the moment now you've got to think about it. If we can do it enough times that you don't have to kind of create that what's the feeling, it'll then become more and more kind of natural. So when you step to the golf ball, your only real thought now is to say nice and loose, it's set up grip, turn that right hip, good turn back there now. And now we can shift into the golf ball. We can see their impact. Your arms are kind of more here. The head's moved more towards your target, okay? And when you finish this swing, there's a little bit more kind of weight on that front foot as opposed to just all leaning back there. Yeah. Yes, needs tidying up, if I'm being honest, but that's, to be fair, just get you moving in the right direction to start with, and then we can kind of figure out where we need. Exactly. There's no point saying, oh, it's got to be perfectly here, then you never actually move anywhere, okay? Get it moving. In an ideal world, that knee would be up there, the hip would be there, and the shoulder there. So your hips are back a little bit, only because this foot is kind of rolled and spun up rather than turned up correctly, okay? But overall, I mean, a decent kind of progression from start to finish there, okay? With practice, obviously, that's going to become a lot easier. And then we can start looking at some maybe different bits and pieces going forward. But I would suggest do those practice drills, the club on the front foot at home, just rotating onto that right foot, the scraping of that club, and the big shoulder turn and hip turns in your backswings. Just do that so when you're on a range, if you've got 75 balls, try and do at least 45, 50 minutes rather than 10 minutes. Don't make a machine going, and try and change clubs, change targets, just make it shot. Have like a sort of 3 or 4 shots in a row. It's a golf shot. Yeah. Step back, look at the shots, were they this or whatever. If you hit some bad shots, go for the drills, scrape the club, do those drills that we talked about. If you want to send swings through to when you're on the range, please actually encourage people to do it. I'm not just saying that because I want to be nice. I actually want people to do it. Again, I'm not forcing them to do it, but if you can do it, the progression then will be greater, because I can say, okay, hang on, Dave, you're doing this on the range. As sporty as you are playing cricket, you might start going too far this way, and your knee might start going too far this way. Not early, but it might happen. So you might find the first session on the range actually pretty good. Second session is quite good. The third session is getting even worse. So hang on a second, I'm getting worse now, because you've gone the other end of the spectrum. There is a sweet spot we want to try and get to. You can be too far on your back foot, you can be too far on your front foot. If you keep practicing, I've got to move left, move. There's a point where left stops. So keep in mind with that, okay? So honestly, please feel free to send some videos across. Again, generally speaking, it'll be from sort of face on we're looking at for the first few sessions there, okay? Looking at that weight shift, but getting your weight on the left-hand side more so, definitely going to help you. Okay, does that kind of make sense then,
Yes, that makes sense.
Excellent, good stuff. Right.